He did forewarn you that we record our games, correct?
I did.
Are you okay with your voice being okay?
Your voice and likeness being used, or
Yeah.
potential merchandise.
Jokes
You'll get no
aside,
money from.
it seems best.
Like we have to
Inside
give
being
them
able
the
to tell
merchandise. Oh.
I need to make out some
What
presentations.
is animal?
There's a wolf nearby. I would like to not fight the wolf by being a one animal handling. It understands what you're trying to do. Take the turn and fuck off.
Exactly, anyway. Well, can't use animal handling to make it aggressive animals.
Alright, it's been a long,
Indifferent.
long time
Indifferent.
since
You
we
can only
last
do it
had the
to
Orvilox game.
It's vice-like type.
Did you see where they went?
Has anyone heard from Tori?
They weren't on the table when I got here.
Are you sure?
They were not here when I got here.
Hold up.
Oh, they're here. They're in here. They're just mixed in everything
I
somehow.
literally stared and didn't even see my character.
That's,
I'm about to say, why did we pass these out?
we should have, but
When
you
it
know,
was just
everybody
you
was
and
still
me.
doing the talking.
No, but it was just you.
Oh,
should
that
have
would've been
center
better.
thing.
Okay. Corbin, do you want your
That's what he
Jason
thought he
mask?
said.
Right. Oh, my God.
What's pink color?
What is pink?
It's a combination of white.
Typically, yeah. We got a Oscar.
Perfect.
Picked it up. Said you're doing a halfling. Will that work? Or do you have another piece you want?
So let's say to get a feat, or you can up some of these numbers,
Oh no.
which
So
since most
sorry.
of them are odd, I would suggest upping some of these numbers.
Doing like you
I was not up to two lowest.
There's some that are realistic,
No.
but the boxes they have glass and they're resin
Nice
crystals
to
like
look,
around the box.
Fist pump kitty, other kitties?
actually. I'd keep the kids
None
out
of
the
these?
fucking-
It'll do you more good to put some in.
That looks intimidating.
At least one into decks. I guess that would help our require
Yes, his throat opens up when he opens up his wide. Exactly. Yeah, girl. Get it.
What about
Sorry, I hit my uvula. Man, the back of your throat is bruised.
But how?
Are you sexually active?
What does that have to do with anything?
Do you pregame? Oh, fuck yeah.
Only skill wise, and you're
For the point of inspiration, he remembers
I don't even-
the last Orvilox game.
Um,
It's been months.
We had gone up in
oh,
the air.
jeez. Oh shit.
That's all I remember.
Yeah, we
How'd
caught
you get up in the air?
the ship took flight.
We had our
The
own
airship? With Captain Grin?
Yep.
Okay.
And then he yeeted someone off the boat.
Did he?
Well, we yeeted someone off the boat
Oh, it's kind of small.
to get onto the other boat. What? That we could not penetrate because someone was like, yep, that's hard.
Try again.
I found a door, and I went in the door, said door.
Yeah.
Someone still wanted to punch.
Yeah, you sat there and fought 2 Tanorak by yourself for a while until somebody finally was like, oh, maybe I should help. And then,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean, us two were outside
Came
this
close
coaching
tonight.
building. I'm not the most intelligent person
We
on
found
the
No,
class.
we've established that we are a group of fucking morons.
Yeah.
She's gonna show
We
up. She's
have
gonna be the
also
smartest of
established that
all.
none
I have
of
an
us know how to
intelligence
drive
of
the
7.
boat. The
10.
ship.
yeah, you could
I'm
only keep it
average.
stable.
I'm slightly
Yes.
above average.
18. So it's fine. We're gonna be going in for a crash
Handful of
landing.
resin.
Alright.
Actually,
So how does it
that's
feel
not
being
really
the
Yes,
smartest
it's good thing I'm here.
of all?
Well, let's see, smart ass.
You can
So, to summarize it down a bit,
That thing is like
the group that's been here prior,
yesterday. I
they,
got an email 2 days ago saying that
they're in hunt for basically
recall.
their version of Professor X. Basically, he's a mind flayer that typically like takes on powered individuals or spellcasters, and he takes an interest in them and helps them move on with their life.
By the way, we're in a painting.
Not
Really?
no, not now.
We're painting.
You guys are back to the regular world pasta. Anyway,
Yeah.
I
so
wasn't there for that at all.
Yeah.
That's the game that I missed.
Yeah.
I missed one this year.
anyway, this Professor Xavier type person, he owns a magic/enchantment shop, and whenever his associates here came back to the shop, they realized, oh, he's been kidnapped,
they're both
taken,
defense.
along with the painting that they entered into prior. So, in kind of a hunt for him, they kind of found this map where they tripped and threw these crystals on this map, and they basically saw these people that are associated with Orvilox. And they saw one was in the port. So you guys went there, you met Captain Grinwallace and his
Fucking love Captain
crazy
Grinwald.
crew of pirate-like individuals. Captain Grinwallace is a wereshark. Huge gentleman, talks like Bruce from Captain Nemo, or from
Captain
Nemo.
Finding
Little
Nemo. Finding Nemo.
Little Nemo was something else entirely.
And
My wife
he's
tried to get me to watch that the other day. I was like, I don't want to watch
he's got several
Nice.
other crew members, including oddly
still in
the
the
Toon
knife-
Kin
the
that
knife
you
box.
had a spooning session with. Anyway,
Hey, I converted that sumbitch to the Lort too.
yeah. He also converted to where he was the little spoon, and she was like, I'm used to it anyway. It was a good time.
So why did I roll a d10?
So they went by way of ocean for a while within their ship, and they decided they were going to find Orvilox by basically following this map where they have a blip that they assumed is him. The ship eventually took flight after fighting a
Kraken.
kraken on the sea, yeah. And it was not the best fight. They got a little bit.
The wall.
I don't fucking remember. I just dipped the corner and punched one guy until he eventually died. I was like, okay, what's next?
Oh, the rest of the military.
There was a lot of mentioning the Lord too, in that Lord.
That combo that he used to corner that one dude and fucking Booming Blade, Shadow Blade him back and forth,
Uh-huh.
that got nerfed in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. You can't use those two spells at the same time.
Really?
So his ability to lock somebody in a corner with unending damage can't work anymore.
Huh.
Enough people were complaining that you shouldn't be able to do that at level 1. Because they're both cantrips.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And one's just, I can do this as an action, cast cantrip, and then I can cast this as a bonus action, and you can't move now.
Well, the right side of that character's not the.
Yeah. I can't imagine. They would
I've
be
been told
okay
they
with
just physically cannot cast 2 spells in one turn, despite them one being bonus action. and the
Unless
other
you
being-
homebrew feats or do things to help your friends.
action surge.
Yeah.
If you take
Yep.
a couple levels as a fighter in action surge, you can cast a second spell using an alternate action.
a bonus action and an action. Why can't I cast a spell in both?
So again, in hunting this blip, which is their friend, Professor Xavier type mind flare person,
Is that you?
they
No, that's a D.
took flight
Plus one
in
to
this ship, regular ship on the ocean, which converted into an airship being magically powered. They eventually found themselves with another vessel within the air that did not look normal. It looks more like a tick that's
Yes,
flying,
exactly right.
basically.
You're right, because they might
Uh,
have read it.
So, like he said earlier, they boarded that vessel. They
Got their asses kicked.
they killed 2 other mind flayers on board and a couple Tanaraks. They actually, you didn't kill one of the mind flayers. You pushed him out the door and he just floated there like, oh no! And then
Well,
you assume he's eventually going to fall to his death because he can't float 100 feet in the air, well, thousands of feet
I was
in the
about
air.
to say, we were like
for-
500 something feet.
Yeah,
Wasn't it daytime?
for
too?
a long ass
Yeah.
time. So eventually,
So he's
he'll
out in
fall.
bright light, so he's gonna start failing his saves.
Yeah, he's assumed dead.
Do we need to go back and make sure? The way you say that.
Now, within
When you assume to make a nice out of you and me.
within the prospects of
I see.
trying to capture the ship, you did damage the thrusters, the way for it to move, basically. And in a panic, you were like, well, not many of us are smart. Throw the Duragar. The only one of us with an intelligence check into the basically captain's chair, and he's keeping it afloat. You guys are now deciding that you have to somehow tow this vessel to your guys' point.
I remember why I looked up Spelljammer ships after this. Because it requires a wisdom check, not an intelligence check.
Now I'm going to bring
It's
this
an intelligence
back.
check to drive, but wisdom check to sit in the chair.
Now I'm going to bring this back because this is where we were
Yeah.
at last. Is
No,
you
I
all got a Hellfire weapon, like an emblem that basically allows you to put your weapons on fire, including you, Monk.
That Gauntlets of Flaming Fury.
So I'll just pass it along to where you guys can see how that works.
Hey, do y'all know this
This
is
is not.
No.
No.
What? What?
The gauntlets of
Don't
Flaming
forget
Fury.
the Lord has a hole.
We have ammo? Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
pointing that at me? Or
For everybody. I got a pair of them. The gauntlets.
Are you kidding me?
It's for the shitty pencils. It's not for the good ones.
I don't care.
Okay, well, go for it. If you want to load them, bud. Last I checked, I'm not the munitions expert.
Yes, +1 too. I bought Borderlands Collector's Edition the other day.
Very nice.
For the Switch, I had to buy a whole
Or
new
Dead Space.
So it's actually
Good
42
deal.
gigs install.
Ooh.
And you still get a physical
Only
disc.
get only has
No, you
one
get +4. You get +4 damage.
I have all of them on PC and PS4.
Gauntlets of Flaming Fury.
Yeah.
You're after. Okay.
No, I'm reading that. I'm just reading.
Oh, you're just reading ahead, doing the Corbin thing.
I was trying to figure out what they
The
were.
flames last until I turn them off, so I can effectively just go, boom! Nope, these ends are going to be on fire until the day goes. Sleeping at night.
Was that right?
All the time. So that does apply
Shit,
to
I have
you
an
three.
itch on
and
my
Corbin
nose.
for now.
Ah!
With the Hellfire
Wait,
weapon?
hold up.
The gauntlets of
Resistant fire damage.
fire.
I'm cool with it.
Whatever they are. The gauntlets.
You know, I want that battle.
Or I'm a
standard
Dragonborn.
and
So it's just like
I'm sure you do.
Somebody else.
What?
Here,
Yeah.
let me
It's
get
like
that
the
for
fourth
you.
Surge I think, in 5 gig gauntlet.
So 11 total.
Roll for
No.
damage. I'll sit
That's
perfectly
it.
still.
That's
I don't want to
the initial
move.
roll. If you want a D6 to do damage to them, it's a +4.
I'm not seeing these. Oh, gobble.
Oh, no, that was for me.
Whenever Vince connected to the
Okay,
ship,
Hellfire
I
weapon.
found out that Orvilox was not on said ship.
We all
you guys
got a
found.
set of gauntlets of flaming?
Yes. All of you.
And that's the only one Dex checking, right?
Wait. It was how you guys inferred where they came from after you guys figured out Orvilox was not on the ship. You were like, oh, these relics don't look like they're from anywhere specific other than Vanya.
And skill wise, if it says.
Where the Vilrolka are and Red-Headed Thor.
And it's the only one Dex checking, right? Or
Yes, when I say dexterity skill.
What happened there?
Sorry, no, I'm just thinking.
I think it's just
Lord?
acrobatics.
Burning Lord.
Ah, I'm on fire! Ah, I'm on fire!
Or more like hold it open and then fire right through it.
Because we're in the
Just who
gauntlet,
was
then
there
you
at the
call
time.
considered magic weapon.
Oh.
Magic weapon.
Gauntlets of Flame Fury.
One more level and my hands are magical anyway.
Yeah. But
She
you do
knows.
an extra D6 of flames.
Monk for days.
It's
huh?
good to be a monk.
So, hold up.
I'm an armless monk. What's your weapon? Oh, you know.
You said we're supposed to be at level 6?
Yes.
Because my shit's so.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna start calling you Moroku.
Now, that might be the same thing as him.
Double check, because I never wrote 6 on mine.
He never changed the level, but his stats were right. So he might have already done it. So
I don't think so because he's got a lot of 14s. I feel like he would have ASI'd some of those up.
Alright.
Unless he took a bunch of extra feats.
I did not.
Let's
What
make
are
sure
you?
that I have that.
Artistic.
Smite!
Gross.
Everyone,
I have Moonbeam?
it's good to have him. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem, man.
I can't go that way.
You are.
Now I know how RPGs people would like there's a chair in the way. What's sitting in the chair?
Invisible
A
wall.
boy who is larger than you.
Do you want me to switch here?
No, because I know it's going to mess with him.
Do you need to see my character sheet? I don't know how y'all work. My friends play a lot differently.
Hiro barking.
Goddamn,
I love how I look away for 5 seconds and
Hey Robert, can you hand me a drink?
already forgot. Is it a bonus action to activate the gauntlets?
That's more than a drink.
Depends on how many you open.
So far, that looks
Did you
more
want
than
that
fine.
pepper?
I don't care.
Do you have any
No, I got
items
Oh.
ideally
Why
that
not?
you'd want to put on them, or that you had from previous game, or anything that I need to know about?
Bonus action to
There's my
activate them? What? Bonus action to activate? For what? The gauntlets?
I believe that's what's up.
It said bonus.
Thank you.
Emerald symbol.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I just know this
There's
character-
nothing to worry at the moment. I'll take it.
I just know I have a lot of magic items that I don't know what the fuck they are.
I tend to be overly generous more than times than I should be, so see how that goes.
I don't know how to make broken characters. That was my ex husband, so you have nothing to worry about with me. I'm basic. I'm just like, I'm good with the bow and arrow. That's
I'm
it.
here. I get
That's
to
all
role play. I'm good with that.
I
I don't
get,
know why, but if you
I get to
needed
poke
more of
things
those
from
dice,
30 feet away.
Oh, that's fine.
And then there's me who's a midnight.
Yeah, I really mostly need the landmines.
And then you do have me a dire wolf,
I felt that. I felt
eldritch
the phantom
knight
pain of that.
soldier thing
How much quick stats you go in? How you're creating an awkward opening.
that can go fireball if she really wants to, or go.
Magical wolf
Stay.
that can stab you a lot.
Very good.
Which one?
Oh,
It will possibly giggle while she does it.
well, sniff your butt depending on if you're alive or dead.
I don't know if I want to take the tape off or not, because I don't have a wrap for it. But this
Good because I used it as an example to think of what I'm gonna do.
I did.
That's all you did
Yeah,
last
level.
game. If it was outside of combat, that's exactly what you were doing.
Was not.
Sure you don't want it, just reinfusions or anything?
I was
On top of that.
standing there being lost.
Yes, no.
step listening.
I was either fighting or lost, going, what the fuck is going on?
Alright, so now, because you got your own, there you go. Because at the moment, you guys are being towed by Captain Grin's ship, the lifting lady, or the lively lady.
I was about to say, the lifting lady? You should fucking
We've done that, we did that before. Anyway,
So
so
if she's full, I want to meet her.
the lively lady is towing you guys in the direction of Ashen. Do you guys have any way you particularly want to enter town? Because it's a coastal city, but
I cast
I'm pretty sure the boar worm is going to look pretty weird in the water. Which is the ship you guys boarded, and Vince is getting.
Brain fucked by it.
Yeah.
He's really bad with mind flares, apparently, no matter what game.
It's doing the Mind Stone thing, the Rick and Morty thing, where he basically he keeps seeing his death in all these weird ways. And like, I just got to keep this ship floating.
This is what could happen. Cross strategy.
Taking dice according to character.
Mhm.
I do that sometimes.
Don't we all?
I'm missing my original set of
Oh.
dice.
Oh.
I started putting them all up in little glass beakers the other, like a few months ago, and I'm missing a full set of dice, and I realized the set of dice that come with the starter kit isn't a full set. It's 1d10, not 2d10.
Fun beans.
And that is annoying as
So you
hell.
both are halflings this time, right? Or no, you're doing what is your character?
She is dire wolf kid.
Dire Wolf.
Yeah, we
Okay.
just photocopied my character from
That's
last game.
Just think werewolf, but always in half wolf form.
Wait, so which half of this is full?
The driver.
The bipedal form.
Two short swords.
Werewolves have 3 forms: human form, wolf form, and werewolf form. You're constantly in werewolf form. That is your only form.
This is how we're gonna play this.
So never go
You, this whole
around.
time, you've been a stowaway on the regular ship that's towing this ship right now. So you've just kind of been, hanging out in hiding for a while now. You were a prisoner with the Mind Flare ship, and he just now found you in his mind system.
Oh, by the way, there's a prison. There's a prison hold. Somebody check that out.
Anybody want to risk their one to let the wolf out? They don't feed me properly.
You found out that she's on the Warworm ship.
We got on board.
Ow.
Throw in some fresh plain water.
Don't anybody go and release her.
No, someone's gonna play the for a reason.
Someone's gotta fly the ship, damn it.
It's fine. It's real. You like if people are just walking past you as you're trying to mutter. You're like, "There's a mud on blood." They're like, "What do you say?" Did you say motherboard? Is that even a thing?
What the fuck even is a motherboard? Sorry, I'm not quite attuned right now.
I'm guessing you hearing it, you'll go.
Yes, as the compassionate one.
The compassionate one. Okay.
The one that eats people.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting back there fucking howling my head off.
Yeah. You hear howling from the other side of the door.
How the hell did we not hear this earlier?
They're shuttle doors basically. So you're looking at a solid wall right now, and basically the handprint data pad. Roll an intelligence check.
Oh boy.
Let me out, damn it.
Man, that's a 19.
Okay. You immediately are like, huh? Scratch your head. Put your hand out.
God damn
It does the scan thing. It gets really warm for a second. Your spider reflexes are like, move. No. Okay.
Your spidey sense.
So you open the door, and then you see this.
Did you fuck your finger up again?
Huh?
Did you fuck your finger up again?
It's been fucked up for a while, bro. I crushed that at work a long time ago. It's just growing back
I
now.
was about to say, that was like a year ago.
No, that was the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, different finger.
You need to be more careful with your fingers. You don't get extras.
They don't grow back.
Trust me, they don't grow back.
You got it. Anyway,
I know.
from your perspective,
It's over there.
I know.
you just see legs, basically, like giant spider legs, just kind of clawing through the inside, and then you see this female figure kind of duck underneath from the top of the archway, and then she just kind of sneaks in, and she just skitters towards you in your little cell cage.
Hello?
Whines and whimpers and howls again. Let me out.
Oh,
It's your paladin. Is it the lawful thing to do?
You're a paladin of love.
Puppy eyes.
I don't.
Do you like wolves? Let's be honest.
Is it a drow? Should you treat it better than you treat anything else?
It gives puppy eyes. To let me
It's
the fuck out.
adorable.
Roll,
We punish adorable things.
roll a charisma check, or actually do persuasion. Just the 20.
20 plus 1.
Laundry day. Here again.
5.
Yes.
Under things.
Yours is actually basically 6.
Yes, it is.
It has a plus 1 on it.
She'd be adorable if it wasn't for the mange. Mine that it was cold.
You're
The unkept fur.
I was in prison, okay?
You don't know what they did to me there.
And it's not just a scarf.
They don't bathe me, don't feed me. Nothing.
tentacle monsters and all that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Wait, what? I heard my favorite
The
word.
thing was horrible.
Not good.
Monsters.
Oh, okay.
That's what you're focused.
I can't bear any
You
more
said
probing.
Anyway.
Wait, what?
So you're not convinced to let her out yourself right now? You feel
It's
like
not due to just please let me out. What you in for?
yeah.
What they put you in for?
Because I was a wolf and they didn't like wolves.
Alright,
My-
You know them mind flayers, they're racist.
My players
Find her sheep's clothing.
checks out.
I've seen some of those before.
So you're just gonna release her,
Those.
but watch her, I guess.
I would do it.
Like I'm still fully armed.
So yeah, you're completely ironclad.
Fully armed. You mean 8 armed?
Eventually, you take a gander at the screen, make sure.
I still have 2 arms. I might have 8 legs. I still only have
So
2
what?
arms.
Make sure it still sees everybody.
Yeah, you're good.
So what's the door locked with?
Are you gonna ask for help?
If I need it. It's one wolf. How bad could it be?
Ow.
I don't think your legs grow back.
Are you again?
It's rider.
7-legged.
What are you? Easily squishable is what you are.
Hey, you're fired. You're
You have a
fired.
lot of surface area. Rocks
Anyway.
fall, you go. Get the
It's-
bug removing spray.
Oh no, Ray's here.
As far as you can tell, it's pretty classic. It's just regular lock and key. The keys are basically on the door as you walk in.
Cool. Do I have a crowbar?
You can tell that the Tanoraks mostly ran this more than the Mind Flayers themselves.
Crowbar. Yes, that's it. That's all we joked about at work all week.
Crowbar.
Crowbar.
Crowbar gives you advantage in strength checks where you can apply its leverage.
On your shoulder.
Leverage.
God.
If I duct tape a knife to the end of it, and it gives me excess leverage, does that count?
If only.
That'd be advantage on every attack. Oh my god.
Well, you might have to have it between crowbars and the duct tape.
No, like, you know how the crowbar comes up and has an L, you put the knife on it so that it goes that way, so it's like a war pick,
Yeah.
and then just boom! As a rogue,
Just like you're back.
oh boy. Advantage on every attack. Oh boy. Got him.
This one.
Use for your bonus action.
I guess it depends on the alloy of the crowbar and the knife. I mean, you could probably weld them together.
Luckily, it's easily removable.
That would just be a war pick then.
Oh, then you don't get the advantage, huh?
Right, you want to get the advantage.
I do not have a crowbar. Well, I'm just gonna take my
Did they
long sword
get
and.
I said the keys were right next to the
You did?
door.
Why would you let me go on this search? You're like, do I have this?
I told you! Right next to the door!
I'm deaf. I'm deaf, dyslexic, and have Tourette's. Fight me.
That is corkscrew.
Undiagnosed.
What?
The keys right next to the door.
Wait, how close to the door? Like, could she just reach out, grab them, and unlock them?
Literally, whenever she slunk down, they were right there.
How many keys are on this ring?
Like 3.
Oh boy.
Roll a 20. Roll a percentile.
I will choose the first key.
It's a circle.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Cool.
Fucking bolts out of there
Are
like
you gonna
we're
make
bad
this,
out of
are you
hell.
gonna make this? Are you gonna make this an Atwood thing? Like, okay, there's 3 keys and 2 locks. One of these has got to work.
No, it's a whole ring of keys that none of them work in place. I was just giving you shit. Anyway. Alright, you're good.
Sorry.
She's out.
You have
She's
ring of
released.
keys.
Door opens
None of
and-
the keys work.
I blink and she's gone.
I bolt out of there like a bat out of hell
Oh, God.
to the nearest fucking shower.
You're a dog.
I don't.
You are your own nearest shower.
I ain't looking that.
You know how long have you locked up? I'm not looking at it anymore. I haven't looked at days. Days!
So, that's the layout of the ship. The prison area was probably more toward the helm. So, now her only choice is to basically go to where the bridge is in the middle, or she can go further forward to where they can dock.
Does it have a shower?
Does it have a shower? They're
Something
mind
to
flared.
cleanse
I don't really
myself.
think they do
No.
not care for that.
I mean, there's an ocean.
The makes it cold.
Yeah, there's an ocean. You can jump from a 1,000-foot drop into the water.
Do you want to be the shortest lived character?
Do we have rope in a bucket? I will put water up into this fish.
Do I have
Not
can't
1,000.
I don't have cantrips.
Just because she said rope doesn't mean you have to look at me. Oh, do we have rope in a bucket? You looked right at me like, yeah, I've got rope, but I don't have a bucket. And?
Lower me down, I'll bathe in the ocean real quick.
Oh gosh.
We don't have 1,000 feet worth of rope.
You see the water down below you at that point. You finally got to the opening that they half opened at the time. You're looking out, you see the
You
ocean
mean the
water.
glass that's not there anymore?
Yeah, we blew the windshield out.
Oh, that's good.
So you're basically looking out and you see ocean vast, and then you see basically the spot where you're being towed, and there's another ship out ahead of you that's with sails, and they're the ones pulling the ship at the moment.
Like, is the ship
Found like a
floating?
straight
Or
dog
is it just kind
person.
of like
No, it's floating.
He's keeping
It's just
He's
sitting there
keeping it
going.
stable.
that one's legitimately driving? This one is just
Yeah.
it's in neutral and being pulled along.
You're like,
You
like I
ready to
said,
hit the
right now
brakes?
you're just heading toward Ashen as you're.
Fuck!
Yeah, we've been rolling this bitch. Yeah, we're going down.
For real. Anyway.
19 help.
So that's what you're looking at right now.
Oh my god.
Okay, can I randomly get zoomies and just run around the ship?
We're like
That's more than fine. Roll for zoomies.
What is this?
D20?
Like
Yep.
putting it on the other one, or just holding the
No,
ship up?
like, you want to fuck a space jammer ship over you stack.
No,
That's the amount.
Zoomies!
Zoomies right out the door.
A sudden burst of energy. No.
In a previous game, I probably would have completely been an asshole
Zoomies
there.
her out the door.
You don't fall out the door, but let's just say the only thing that's keeping you technically hung on is like literally your teeth is hanging onto the rope outside the door right now. You fell asleep.
What'd she do?
So outside where the tow line is, she was looking out at the water. She basically was like, "Oh, I'm getting really excited," and she fainted. And so she's hanging on by her teeth on the rope that you're being towed by,
Oh.
which has an HP.
In other words, we need to get her back in the ship
Yeah.
before she cuts the
Technically, I have
line.
an infinite resource of rope. Now that I think about
Now
it.
you
I
just
don't
float there.
I'm like, we can open and be my legs. I'm like, what the
I'm gonna resource the rope. You still okay over there?
You're gonna what?
Rope.
Corbin.
There's the spinnerets on the end of the. Anyway.
Oh, so you're making more rope? Is what's going on?
No, this is something I just realized. Like, right, spider's rope, spider silk rope.
You need 300 foot strands of spider silk to make a 50-foot spider rope. I'm making a race, and part of the thing is that they have spinnerets and make their own web too. So I looked up a bunch of shit for D&D and how to. Yeah. It's got an
I'm
AC of
still just
18
hanging on with a tooth.
Yeah.
Tail between my legs.
Anybody else doing anything?
I was like, look at where did she get? Oh shit! Who
Guess I'll
else
make a
is on
strength
the?
check to pull her back onto the ship.
Huh?
Guess I'll make a strength check to pull her back onto the ship.
Yeah.
What's your
before-
strength?
I mean, do I have to? I don't really care.
It's unconscious.
19 plus 2, 21.
Okay.
Right.
You pull her back up on the ship, and there's a halfling attached to her.
Ow!
Damn, I need to switch hands
She
more
was a
often.
saber, but she was too heavy at the time.
Made looks. Freaks the fuck out.
Yeah, right now you're still doing dog sleep. You don't even know.
You're in,
Scruff of the
sun-
neck, just pick it
you're
up.
in sunshine.
Okay.
There you go.
So now you are on the
There's
bridge
that.
of this vicinity.
Cool.
You're looking at a gray dwarf, a metal man, a brass dragonborn who's stacked for days.
Just on the one side, apparently.
On the side of the Lord,
It's some
right?
spider shit.
So, no, he takes the strength from the other hand and
A drider.
himself.
And a
Google
driver.
a picture if you wish.
Why
So,
is it
Spider Woman, basically.
Sorry.
It's fine.
You're the closest
The arms
thing
and
to
the
human
legs of
here.
a spider and the torso and everything else of a woman.
That's what I'm kind of realizing at this moment. I'm just like, oh, this is a
That's
lot of
most of our
random.
We're the furry force five.
Not the one.
Well, technically, I'm in the scaly squad. But
Yeah,
whatever.
and then
I mean, I was
of
human,
course you
but
just
no one knows.
demounted a
That character was
wolf
reverse
thing that is like asleep.
One,
got birds,
1
you
hour
got
a day
scaly.
has to be human.
Carp.
Yeah, I think we're
I thought
talking
they were
about
part
this.
of
I'll
that
take
group.
watch to be human for that hour.
So what?
I thought Skellies were a part of that group.
I mean, who knows?
Scalies and furries are, well, yes, the same subsection, or same
They
You
fall
can always
under
run
the
back to
same
the other
branch
ship
being
towing the
burned.
ship. There's a surly crew over there too, though.
Yeah, but the closest thing to human on that ship is a cartoon.
No, Lace, the zombie lady.
Right. Former human.
Yeah.
That's totally closer. I subsist off fresh flesh and souls.
I mean, it looks human. She's
You're fresh flesh
mostly
and
dead.
souls.
I'll stick here.
You stay here over here.
You need to roll a courage check.
I'd say the Durgar can beat you, but he can't. He's stabilizing the ship. So right now, your chances are the Dragonborn, the Metal Man, or the Spider Lady to talk to you.
Wolf is decapitated right now. She's kind of sleeping.
Just really, really
She's
sleepy.
taking
She had some
it.
Benadryl.
She's chasing a squirrel.
What you didn't know is whenever you were in the prison area, you were basically constantly getting pumped with like Benadryl.
And then you still freak out in moving vehicles, you better drug it.
We don't have the cobalt with us, do we?
Not at the moment, no.
Alright.
Throw it back
So
in the
what's
jail.
the chances of me waking the back up?
We're just gonna rob the jail of the ship.
Anyway, this ship you are keeping stable for the most part. If you want to roll an intelligence check to see if there's a way to keep it stable without you there, you can.
Hold on.
See if there's a way to activate autopilot.
Oof. 6 + 2, 8.
8. You're starting to scan around right now, and it's not looking good.
Yep, I'm in the cockpit.
Alright, that's a little bit better. 21.
21. What's your intelligence score?
0.
0.
It's a 10 actually, but this is a +0.
Yeah. Chances are
Surprisingly
looking
enough,
good
still
for
above
you,
average.
Oh, yeah.
bud. Get out of there. Huh? What's yours?
Mine's 18.
Intelligence is
An
mine.
intelligence score of 18?
Mhm.
Eldritch Knight.
All right.
The dog is
You basically
moving.
transmit into the ship. You're like, hey, the dog can take over for now.
The dog's asleep.
I mean, it doesn't mean we can't.
It doesn't have to be awake. It just
No,
has to
she
be
doesn't.
smart.
She just has to be capable of doing it.
Yep.
You're an Eldritch Knight?
Yeah.
You're probably more capable than he is, actually.
Wasn't he a
Probably.
paladin?
And I have
Yeah.
an intelligence of 18.
So the ship
Legitimately
talks to
uses
you.
Because on top of that is a
with
+4.
Artist for
So my
Yeah, but that
intelligence.
still needs.
killing people.
Well,
Every
she's
roll
still
that I do.
more of a
So the
legitimate
ship
double.
broadcasts to y'all, hey, you know, in his dwarven voice, basically, hey, bring the dog here. She can do this for me, and we can go talk to Grid Wallace about our heading.
Let's pick up the unconscious dog. We're just gonna stick a probe in her fucking noggin.
You just have to put her on the platform you're standing
Oh.
on, basically. It's not like there's literally a
Like this
mechanical
helmet
device sucking your life out. It's just
Oh. Never mind. I got the colander for nothing.
no, it's a platform where they're supposed to like have their hands on something, and then
We
that's
thought he
what
was just like-
steers the ship.
Mind Flayer, let's get the dwarf to do it.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
The layout of the ship doesn't make sense. I don't even have a window. Oh, that's how you see.
I don't even see it.
It's got a feed. I got
The
it.
ship has eyes. Somewhere. I need somebody to stand in front of the ship and we'll find out where these cameras are at.
Is it weird that I
That's
don't
what
fear
was
my
just about
beard?
to do.
What?
So that's what I was just about to do.
What?
Try to go find cameras.
When we smashed the shit out of the side and the front,
You might have a headache on that side.
We just need her to land the ship, and I'll take the ship apart.
You just need to keep it stable right now and
What,
figure out
what's
where
the
you're going.
chances of me waking back up?
After we throw you in the ship? None.
Like, is there any chance for me to unbid and drill myself?
only time.
We'll give a percentile eventually, but right now.
Eventually. Originally, you get the transfer of your drug addiction coma.
So right now let's just go and say you made the switch where she's now keeping it stable. It's a little different than whenever you were on there. It's a little bit like it's doing the dog kick thing a little bit. But now you guys are together and you're able to be like, okay,
God.
now we got to figure out where the tow is going.
Don't let her think squirrel.
Squirrel. Alpha.
Luckily, the ship can't turn by itself. It can just kind of handle its down thrusters to keep itself elevated. Bird stuff.
Oh god damn it!
Meanwhile, indeed.
the back of my ship's not made for that!
That's what she said.
Alright. So that's stabilized. You guys can now go to the other ship and figure out your heading.
We put a dog in the fight.
I guess we climb back across the rope.
Or we just throw another rope across and pull it closer. Between the four of us.
Why is the ship all over the place?
I'm
We put
pretty
it
much
on the
equal to you
pilot
on stats.
Yeah, I realize.
We're both
Except for wisdom.
The handles are
Mine was-
covered in drool.
Alright, so we get back to this other ship.
It's like, what was
Yeah.
it doing to these?
You guys find a way to
I
fasten
thought
the
you
ships
were
a little closer
shooting.
together. You guys have them laddered to where you guys have a general bridge to get across, and it feels
I don't wanna
safe
talk about it.
for the way it's moving.
No one's asking you to. We're talking about me.
You guys get back
Being a
across.
pilot.
You get back across where
That's
Grim
what
Wallace is
you-
looking over the
Drool's
map,
being
at
covered
the
in
time.
doxel.
and he's still looking at where the blip is, kind of surprised of like where it is. He's like, "Do you guys have new information on our heading?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here to punch things. Information? The fuck? I don't even know what that
Or
is.
you guys got the licensed things. They came from the city of Ashen and Vanya. So
Oh, I've got these gloves.
I knew it started with the V. It was
Yeah.
like, we're going to Vanya.
Vanya.
And hopefully we can
Vanya.
land that.
Luckily, Lace is also from that area.
Keep this
So she also sees the gauntlets and she's like, "We're going to Ashen."
No, Ashen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ashen.
It's so good. At this. Oh,
Hey, we get shit done.
I'm punching them.
Point us in the right direction. We're being
Alright.
swathed of destruction towards mission success.
I mean, now instead of just making dents, they're gonna make
Burning
marks,
dents?
or even melt at some points.
All right.
Tack welds.
She says, he's like, "I don't know how you're keeping that thing stable behind you.
Not very well.
Should we worry about that? Our heading's probably for another 6 hours if we're going to Ashen. And then we have to figure out how we're going to put that down without putting it in the water.
Find a large empty space and just cut the ropes. We're not keeping the ship.
You have no desire. Well, you
I-
promised
Are we
us a
keeping-
ship.
I want to keep the ship.
We promise.
Do you promise them a ship?
Do you want to fight him for it?
Do y'all want the ship?
I have no clue how to drive that thing.
Neither do
We
I.
take it apart for parts, sell it, and then buy the parts you need for your ship.
I like this one.
And we split the profit because we're the ones that, pirated the ship. That way you're not the pirate. We are.
I don't like that as much. I'll do that for that.
You said you weren't a pirate. We're trying to save you from being categorized as a pirate.
I'm an entrepreneur. It's not the same thing as a
Yeah, it's the
pirate.
same thing.
I'm an established raider.
We killed the people that had
These
that
waters.
ship and took it from them.
This ship goes all over the fucking
How is
place
that not
because they're
piracy?
drinking again.
You did that. We didn't do it. We helped you get
And if
over
you
there.
take it from us, that makes you pirates of pirates.
It makes us sound investors.
Right. And we're asking you to return on that investment.
You're lucky I already gave you my good gun. Are we dueling right now?
We get punched for it.
Fucking alright, let's put it.
I've made more.
We just flex and then roll. This is gonna fucking hurt.
Speak for yourself,
No.
bitch. You're not gonna have one.
No. I'm not gonna light my hand on fire for that.
Okay.
You're gonna use the spell.
No, I only have one per day. I'm gonna save up for something more important than that.
Alright.
I might just lightning breath in his face though.
17.
20.
That
Take
broke
it.
his AC.
Well, I mean, if we're just standing there trading hits,
Yeah.
it should just be 10, shouldn't it? 9.
9 damage. Oh, fucking good one. Let me give you one back.
Let's do this.
Rolls d12 for damage.
Go fuck off.
21.
That hits. How are you rolling his unarmed strike?
Huh?
How are you rolling? His unarmed
2d6.
strike? What?
7 damage.
His is struck.
What?
Half the
Not yet.
half the die and still twice the damage.
17.
17.
8.
Okay, what was your first amount?
9.
17.
Alright, I'm giving you one back. We'll see how this goes.
Let's do it.
Until somebody falls over.
He fucking misses. He's like, fuck! I drove upside down way too
That
fucking
counts.
long.
That counts.
Fuck it, I'm fine. You know what? We'll split the profits. You're lucky I like you anyway. You gave me a tooth. I appreciate it.
Alright.
Alright.
You want a dog?
What the fuck's a dog?
Currently, it's asleep in my chair.
Is it the thing keeping the shit
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
wonky?
kind of.
Wonky.
Off the ground?
Yeah.
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 No. No, I don't
She
think
smells
so.
like someone you might enlist in your crew.
I smell the
How do
shit
you mean?
She's got a very
pungent odor.
musty smell.
Oddly comes up. He's like, you didn't complain before, man.
Fuck.
Oddly is a toonkin, so he's like all oiled up and he looks like a platypus. He's like, don't insult me, man. You didn't complain about my smell.
Does Lord get to wake up yet?
Yes.
Roll con save.
Am I watching her, or was I there for the fist fight?
I'm assuming you all came over here, other than
Oh.
maybe you.
I do have key
Yeah.
powered strikes at level 6. All those hits were magical. It was extra spicy.
He's like, oh, that burned a little bit. God.
That tingles.
I think I'm ready to get shot.
He said roll
Yo.
a con save to see if I would wake up. What does the DM say?
I'm sorry. Just the thought of what I should have done was, oh, stunning strike. Oh, you're not gonna punch back? I guess I'll go again.
Oh shit. Anyway, so that's the plan. You guys are just gonna kind of find a place to set it down nicely, and then take it for parks later.
Yeah.
All right.
I
And
wanna
then
look at
you'll
its
put the
weapon
lifting
system.
or the lively lady
What?
back in
Weapon
the port.
system.
I don't think it had one. I think they just fire magic because that's what they were doing to us when we were approaching. He's not gonna give you a free gun.
Spider Lady said roll a con save. What does the DM say? To wake for the wolf to wake up.
Go ahead.
Was there another D20?
Yep.
What did I do with the D20? There's a
It'd be
D20
at a +6.
at a +6. That's good. So what? 10, 16?
You're awake, but you can't escape where you're at right now because you don't know how.
Like, I'm in the ship.
You are literally the Matrix right now. You were stuck to the ship. It's starting to like flash lights all over the place and kind of like doing these things where like the rudders are moving like tails. It's like it has no idea what to do.
Just kind of look back and go, oops,
Oops.
she's awake. Pull out the hammer. Gotta go knock her out again.
That's not shining fire. That's a fucking insult about me.
Are you going back?
The way the
You are? Okay. Like I said, it's tethered across pretty nice. It's not that hard of a trip to get over there, so we'll say after a second you're over there.
Alright, get back to the trip. Calm the fuck down.
You're taking it back?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You sure? I mean,
The whole shit's going.
He's like, don't break my ship, but I'm gonna want money from it yet!
well, I mean, if you have a piece of meat, I'll calm down and go fucking quick. I'm hungry.
Alright. We'll go ahead and kind of fast forward that a little bit. You guys have landed it in what looks like a pretty safe passage. Let's say. Outside a town called Widowcast.
Now, how How gentle of a landing was this?
With you at the helm,
I'm laughing.
go ahead and roll another intelligence check.
It's on the bottom right. Not the farthest bottom right, but
You guys kind of find a patch of grass.
we're down here somewhere.
Oh,
You're going to Ashen. You guys landed it.
Yeah, we're going here, but we're here. We're going to Oklahoma City, but we're in Council right now.
Morning. What'd you get? A nat 1? Are you kidding me?
Wait a minute. What were you doing?
he said make an intelligence check, damn it.
Well,
I'll jump out of the ship and shadow step.
He's on
fucking
steering.
step down. That way I don't
he's
die.
the only one in the ship right now.
No,
As
the
far as
wolf
her,
is still
yeah,
the
they're-
legitimate spider lady
So
over
this
here.
is what happens, basically. You start like making weird faces, and she's still in the ship, and she's doing that dog thing where she's just like wondering what you're doing. She eventually pats at you, and the ship just goes. So the entire tailend's a little bit more damaged than it should be, but I mean overall, it's better off than the airship that you guys crashed
Gotcha.
earlier before with
Yeah, we slammed that ship into the other one, didn't we?
Yeah.
with Fook Uncle driving. Put it that way.
Oh, fuck. I got hit by that storm.
Glad
and
that
ripped it
I
down.
was
Yeah.
still on that ship
Oh,
to smack the
totally.
crap out of you.
Totally glad.
So you woke up
Smell
after
like
that,
wet
like
dog now.
my ship.
Quit blowing holes in my ship!
Literally,
You
as
were
you walk
going to
out,
crash it!
as you walk out, there's a ladder that drops, and the lively lady's like saying, "Come on aboard! Don't have all day."
Bound to the lively lady.
Shouldn't we like
Again,
board guard? Never mind.
You want to leave somebody?
I'll stay behind.
Well, hold up. Hold on, not yet. He comes back with with Kai, the Ganassi that powers their ship right now, and he fucking kicks him off, and he's like, "Stay here right now, Kai. We'll get you later." He's like, "I fucking hate you, Grin. You son of a bitch." It's like, "You'll be fine. It's metal. You'll survive." So he's that electrical fire Ganassi. So he's gone at the moment. So you guys continue to Ashen, and you guys kind of board out a little bit ways from the actual ports of the city. You come forward briskly. The ship, the lively lady, does not look lively very much right now.
Yeah.
It had that sky battle and the fight with the Kraken, so it's not looking very handy
It
right
needs
now.
some help
Yeah.
and a little bit of love.
Even with Lace's ability to carpentry things with magic, it's still worse for wear. It needs some time.
Spell.
Huh?
Mend spell.
Yeah, like the Everman spell that she was doing. She's like, "Ooh, I can make things go back to normal," but there wasn't enough material. So
Wait. So we land in a forest.
Huh?
So we land in a forest. And there's trees. And she could fix the ship.
Use natural material and then.
yes and no.
No, I think we could.
You'd have to service it before you could
Yeah.
put it as part of the ship again. It's a puzzle, Robert. It's not complete. You can't just be like, "Oh, there's a tree."
Well, then, I mean, if we're just going to be carving boards out of it, just hammer them into
She's
place
not.
the hard way.
She's not the Full Metal Alchemist. You can't just say, "Oh, one thing becomes another." You have to still make
I
it
think that's
into
how
the
magic
service.
works.
Sometimes.
That's how the mend spell works. I've got pieces of leather. I've got a cloak.
Not everybody's as adept as Kirk McGurk in here, okay?
Oh, I've got a dead animal. Boof! You've got a wolf-themed cloak that gives you magic powers now.
That was slightly offensive. You probably used my sister for that.
Probably.
Oh, shit.
Kurt
No
has
hard
no
feelings.
qualms
She
about
was
killing
a loud,
wolves.
noisy anyway.
At all
She was a
birds.
Smelly one of
Isn't
that.
staring at all the birds.
All right.
Arrows out of Kenku.
As you guys come into port,
What
you
are
guys
messengers?
are looking over the map again, and you're seeing that there's another ping that seems to be emanating from somewhere within the palace of this area of Ashen. And Ashen, as a city, looks very
Enjoy hugging your tail.
Yeah.
kind of like Spain and its structures very like everything's pretty much put together and high rise,
Do I need to remove
almost
any
like a
feet
Dark
with it?
Souls game
No.
or like Bloodborne.
Gotcha.
So everything's really connected.
Darkstone or Lightstone?
Hmm?
Because you're talking Spain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Never had to
That
prove myself
tannish color.
somehow.
So Lightstone.
Lightstone.
Yeah.
And then they cover
So we're on the 11 league right now.
concrete.
No, you guys are now entering. Yeah, you guys are on the left video.
Portuguese
Still
things,
in
all of them, they stay the same. They're like, oh, we've got
But-
saltwater nearby with the concrete over everything.
Do I have to roll anything to choose that moment in time to cleanse myself?
I'm gonna say we've been gone more than 6 hours by now.
Yeah, you've had time to do it. It's just a matter of when you wanted to do it.
Do you need to find you a nice bucket of water? Horse trough to clean you off in?
I'm pretty sure Lace would have. Let's just say the zombie-looking lady. She takes you aside and
Wait.
she gets you cleaned up.
Do you have the cantrip prestidigitation? As an Eldritch Knight, you have 2 cantrips. One of them had better be either thaumaturgy or prestidigitation.
Message and
You need
firebolt. No.
I can incinerate myself.
Just
The hair can't
cleansing
be.
by fire.
The hair can't be knotted if it's not there.
away the hard way.
As far as the palace itself goes, it is slightly infused with that of a volcano, basically.
I just
Where
felt
you
actually
guys are
having
kind
like
of
wolf ears and
structured.
tails on right now.
Now we're talking about kind of people.
But it looks like you have to kind of parade through most of the city to even get there. So you guys gotta wait. You guys are there probably a little after midday, so shops are still open. There's a couple taverns and stuff ready to go. Plus, you don't know anything about the palace or how to get in the palace, so the city's yours for the moment. If you're looking for anything.
We own a whole city.
God fucking damn it.
I guess I'll go to the nearest shop and
So
ask-
remember, at the premise of this whole thing is you are looking for Orvilox.
Well, I was gonna say I was gonna go to the nearest shop and ask how to get into the palace.
All right, good deal.
I go to the nearest tavern and ask how to get into the palace. Legally! How to legally get into the palace.
I go to the nearest
And then
stable.
illegally.
Okay.
I go talk
need
to
a-
the
I need
animals
to
to
refill that
see
7
how to get
health
into the
lashed
palace.
out of my arm. Let's get something to eat too.
So you're going to the tavern.
Yeah.
You're going to just the nearest shop.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's going with who here?
Who's going to the fun dragon?
I'll go with him to the palace just in case.
Well, I'm going to a shop.
Yeah, we're going to the
Oh,
shop.
oh.
You can't get to the palace right
Yeah,
now.
we're trying to get to the palace. We just.
Wait, which shop are you going to?
The nearest one.
I'm going to the tavern.
Please don't though.
The nearest one is what
We
looks to
met.
be a saloon.
We've been on the same party for the last week.
Fuck it, let's go.
No, we met,
Does it have food?
your
The tavern
shop.
or the saloon would have food. Yes.
No, no.
We met there.
It has the better.
Did we run into Kirk in
The saloon or the tavern?
What?
Have we run into Kirk in this game yet?
Not in this game.
Okay.
The
I thought we did
saloon
last time.
has
Where are we at? We're on the south end of.
nice music. His we're on the bottom right.
Really
His
good
world.
booze. Yeah.
Tavern.
Ashen is
I don't
below
know.
Driftmark.
I've never been to a saloon, so I don't know if they serve food. We really need a laser pointer.
Maybe.
have to
I
serve
don't know if she
food.
would be there.
Maybe deep fried
Yeah,
mushrooms.
that, like the bottom right corner. The
Yeah.
very. Of
I
that
would
one
count a
peninsula.
saloon more
Like,
as
it's
a
on the
higher
border
up
of guys'
class bar,
area.
and then
Yeah,
a tavern
this
is
shop's
kind of
nice.
like,
Yeah, food
A
thing.
saloon.
you know,
The saloon-
your
A saloon is a
typical,
bar that
I'll
might have
accept
an inn. A
anybody.
tavern is an inn that has a bar. Who's that?
I'm going to the
Ashen
tavern because I'm hungry.
I'm gonna go with events for the shops. Because apparently we have gold that we don't know how to spend.
House. So you put it on the table and say, "I want that."
I got 450.
Jesus fuck.
I have no idea how many or how much I got.
That's all right. Team Tavern. Who's all that?
You got Robert and them too.
All right.
The frontline fighters. How many of us punched things last time? I cut somebody in half twice.
So you go into the tavern.
I was here last time.
You go into the tavern. Behind the bar at the moment is a gargoyle that's just kind of
Like,
in a
what
glass.
is he fatigued to look like?
Huh?
What is he made to look like?
Kind of like a tiger.
Does his hands backwards?
No, it's not that. But he's cleaning glass. He's got that whole visage going on, just kind of watching about the area.
Everyone's daily wrap.
The waitresses in this current tavern are actually vampire spawn.
Hot.
And not the sickly vampire spawn. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. They're like, oh, we're gonna make us look temptuous.
Yeah.
Silas, you approach the barkeep.
The barkeep?
Mhm.
Alright. Name's Silas.
Sit at the bar. Greetings.
Hello, Dragonborn friend. What brings you along?
Adventure.
To this lovely town of Ashen where our king is a sad sack.
Oh. He's a sad sack. How so?
Oh, you know, he holds the scepter that's been passed down from generation to generation because they are legacy of the Lich, and we're always being punished for that.
Does he have any children to pass this on to?
At the moment, no.
Do you need me to kill
He's
your
too
god?
sad to sex
Wait,
somebody.
Sorry, wrong bump.
He's too sad to sex anybody.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
That scepter needs to disappear.
I've sent some vampires his way, and I mean, they wouldn't make a baby, but it might make him happy, you know.
Hey, sometimes you need more than just the temptations of cold flesh to be happy.
I guess that's fair.
How does one get into the castle to meet the king?
There's a few options. You could take the sewer, which is
How does one legally get into the castle to meet the king?
you would have to join. You would have to enlist in Hiro.
And the time frame for that happening?
Hiro is an event that's happening tonight. It's the one thing that they think will make the king happy all of a sudden.
So illegally getting into the palace.
Assuming you win.
No, I mean illegally getting into the palace.
Oh, you take the sewer.
Okay.
Or you could climb over the fence and deal with a Vilroken horde of soul sucking vampire like assholes. I mean, those guards don't typically like it when people climb their fence. They're like,
holy water?
What?
Do you have holy water?
You're talking to
Nope. Okay.
Ashen does not take kindly to holy water, especially because half our people are dead,
I was about to say,
Technically,
I bet nobody here takes
Walking
kindly to
Dead.
holy water.
more or less.
That explains the name Ashen.
I don't know how much gold I have.
I guess I'll just have something to eat for me and my friends.
Do you have anything specific for your palate? I mean, I particularly can't eat Stone Man, and I have my two winches out there, and they only partake in blood. So I don't
Raw
know.
meat,
Okay.
You could have just wanted to roll
recently
two of those.
deceased, also blood.
He's
Preferably
ordering
still
you
in the
food.
body.
You could have just told me to roll two of those.
Yeah, but I won't.
Whatever you would feed a human, but
Yeah,
much
but you're
more.
not my
of it.
character.
Then roll 2d10.
What are you? Oh, you
My finest brisket.
Oh,
Yo.
All right. For the lot of you, let's say
I like to feel better. I don't know why.
10 silver.
I'm not in the room.
I don't know if I have any money on me right now.
We got paid. We got paid.
I wasn't there for that. Give me a gold. Just one. Boom.
I'm sure you weren't gonna pocket that.
Where's the change?
Oh yeah, 10.
Good on it. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Don't forget it's 10 and 1.
Approach just barking.
You know, I think silver to gold is.
Elora! Ivana!
Instead of one.
Calls his two bar wishes over. He's like, this fine set of company just gave me a gold piece, and they would like their food promptly. Here's the order. Give it about a good 10 minutes. You, Spider Lady! Yes, don't walk on my ceilings, please.
The walls are fine though.
They're already.
The walls are fine
The
though.
walls are fine. Just don't knock over my prized possession.
What's the price possession?
Looks
It's
over.
a literal tiger head. Just mounted on the wall.
Is it still roaring?
It's my brother. Just,
I was about
Don't
to say,
ignore
relative terms, you look very alike.
it's my brother. Don't worry about it.
So about this thing.
Oh,
you
you're
were
still
saying-
talking. Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean, not yet. This tournament you were saying to make the king happy.
Yes, the tournament. Hyruvala.
Is it Hypervola?
Hyruvala.
Hypervaliant. Gotcha. Remember, 8 intelligence.
You're killing my tongue here.
Hypervaliant. So I punch things.
You're talking to a bridge Goku.
Yo,
Yeah.
party lady.
Yes.
Hi, Ruvala. Thank you.
I rule.
Yes, Bala.
I rule.
I rule Bala.
Punch things. Meet the king.
Punch things, win, and beat the king. Yes. You have to defeat the reigning champions,
Winning
including
was
Song Oku.
Ooh, winning was implied when I said punch things.
When he punches things, he doesn't lose.
I'm gonna throw a drink on your tab just because I like you and I want you to quit talking to me.
That's
I'll
how
enjoy
you get.
that. I'll
You
enjoy
always get free things just by talking and don't stop. I've noticed this.
Naturally high charisma.
Eventually, I have to wash another glass. I've been washing this one this whole time.
No. Tastes a little soapy.
Approaches the barkeep.
Hold on.
Oh.
Yes. Yes,
Wait,
young lord.
Your
young
food shouldn't
lady.
take but like 10 seconds to cut a brisket on a plate. There you go.
Yeah, by now they basically brought you out your ramen. She's like, it's a vampire lady. She's like, here you go, wolf. She just runs off in a quick vampire way, like I'm not
Big
comfortable.
thick slab of raw
Do
meat,
you have
baked
anything
potato
safe to drink for a wolf?
The water from the horse drop.
Ale.
Anything safe to drink? He gets out his finest little bowl. And he just sprays water in it. He's like, here you go.
Drops a gold piece and runs off with it.
The whole gold for
Another
water.
gold.
I will retire and open my own bar.
I'm down.
Would you like to get some chocolate milk?
The build.
Yeah,
of this,
sure. Let's make me throw all of this floor.
The build of this Tiger Man is very much like Braun.
Yes, I
He's
would.
fucking huger than all days, and his fucking wings are tighter than shit.
They barely go over the shoulders. Like, yes.
Yeah, he
Oh,
wears
there we go.
it. He wears it like a bow tie. Just like goes over.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. What's up? How you doing? Just wearing a cummerbund shirt.
You-
I don't do it justice,
Buddy,
but if he was to sing,
You have
he'd
insights
sound
for me to
like
get chocolate milk.
that famous singer.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We're gonna
which
have
one?
to sit
Oh, you
down.
know.
Yeah.
First Springsteen. Just kidding. Not that one. The real famous slow singer. Family Guy. Does things over a lot. Anyway.
The dwarf has
They make-
enticed the wolf to get chocolate milk.
Don't
You
do
can have a
it.
little bit.
Don't do it.
You can have a little bit. My dog ate a 1 pound chocolate bunny the other day. And then she looked at me like, can I have more? I was like, you need to go outside before you die. She's fine. Really upset.
You are not native to Ashton, are you?
Which part? Eating it or the fact?
Chocolate is
Chocolate
a
feels
delicacy
I know.
not afforded
She
to
was
the
fine.
cursed that walk in this
Kiss
city.
me right the fuck up.
We can give you milk,
We got
but we do not have chocolate.
there's chocolate. I've never had kids and I have 4 kids.
Half
Half
iron
pound
just
chocolate
comes
each one.
There you go.
2 pounds of chocolate. She
What?
through the whole thing herself.
What'd you do?
So we put her outside. She was fine. I was like, okay.
Who did? First of
I would
all,
like that.
no.
I would drink that. I got that picture I sent earlier. Tomboy milk. 2% sweat? Fuck yeah!
Huh. It tastes like death and sweetness.
Tastes like this working out.
Looked at it in the box and then handed it to me and I'm just like, okay, whatever.
Cappuccino.
Oh,
Extra
who did I? Oh, I know. I
Literally, you hear this too. The gargoyle says, Lord help me.
Follower.
Yeah, I'm sorry, what?
No, brings out the book. Follower. Lord.
Yes.
Oh. Lord be with you, brother.
Let's just say that head over there is not always for show.
Fuck off!
Oh no, the Lord.
He transforms! He transforms into a dragon head.
What it actually is his brother's just standing on the other side of the wall.
There's a sign over the room that says 5 gold.
So that's what's happening at the tavern right now. What was the other team? The shop team?
Saloon.
The saloon, okay.
Wait, what?
Me
Sounds
said
like
like
there's-
shop. They went to the bar.
So you guys are heading to the saloon a little bit higher up, and as you pass, you do see what looks like a gargoyle stuck in a wall. Lo and behold, you only see his backside though. You just see a guy in person.
Me throws five.
See these tiny little wings trying to push him out. Like I'm done with this shit.
Yeah, my shift is over. We can switch.
Pays the money to hear it.
It makes me wonder if anybody's ever just came by and put a coin right down his pants.
We can take it from you.
All right.
Whole person.
Where is Harry from laughing?
I regret nothing.
So you all get to the saloon, and
Gage, I pissed off Gage.
what?
Gage was DMing. Like got milk. It's like human milk, goat milk, cow milk.
Vampire milk?
What are you talking about? I was convinced it was human milk.
Oh gosh. All right.
Pay extra for that.
So you guys enter the entrance to the saloon, and the lady that opens is Orvilox, which is basically red-haired vampiress with elf ears, basically.
Hell yeah.
And she's got green eyes, like radiating green eyes.
Hi.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm doing fine. Welcome to the saloon.
I need information.
What kind of information?
I need to know
Starts
how
to gag off of
She
the
starts like eating rubbing your beard. She's like, I could give all kinds of information.
Great.
I need to know how
On
to
the
gain
floor.
entrance into the palace.
Oh, the palace is
It's
where you
just
can
some cold.
Oh, well, that's a little boring.
I'm drinking vampire tea.
There's typically the sewer. You could enter into Orvilox, or there's.
Wolves can be considered lactose intolerant.
Those are typically the ways that you'd get in. Otherwise, you'd have to gain favor with the king's brother.
Who's the king's brother?
King's brother is Ikad, and he is
Before.
he's the younger brother that's running things right now.
What would we have to do for him?
Oh,
Use on for a minute.
Or can we set up a meeting?
And in the meantime, the wolf had an oopsie on the floor.
not as easily. Let's put it that way. Orvilox would be
Vampire
best
milk does not
because
set well on wolf's stomach.
Ivad is a little.
Someone tells me Mr. Gargoyle Man's not going to be happy with that.
Ivad's a little bit
Everyone's going up on
eccentric,
the
and
floor.
he's not really doing the city the best right now. Let's put it that way.
So you're Hiro
Orvilox.
Hyper Valley.
Sorry, low intelligence.
No, he's got mediocre intelligence.
You can just say the
Yeah.
battle royal if
the
you
battle
want.
royal.
It really translates to as king of the mountain.
Gotcha.
So
What is the object of this? Just battle one until one's left?
nope.
It's battle royale,
Or
but
is
it's a
there-
group battle royale.
Oh.
3-man teams. There's 1 3-man team.
I was explaining it to a friend the other day, and it was the better way to put it down.
6 slots. 3 slots for this. Still have 6 slots.
I can stand the battle royale.
Alright.
That's really good.
A 16 battle royal style battle where each team has to reach the top of the mountain to grab a favor or their team's banner and return it to their start zone. However, team members can be eliminated by being tossed off the sides, and in order to score said points, you have to have 2 members, one on top of the mountain at the time to score, and one that's actually taking the banner home. The other kicker is there are items and spell scrolls on the field that make things a little bit more wacky, including a duck, which is basically a golden snitch which can port key a team to the mountaintop.
A rubber duck or a duck?
A duck.
Oh boy. Goose.
Oh.
All right.
Orvilox it's a dangerous sport, but it's doable for oddities.
Yeah, wolf can detach pale.
She calling us the oddities.
Roll a deception check.
Both of us?
No,
Are you sure
her.
it's not a stealth check?
Sure.
So,
Stealth would work.
the
Whatever.
unconscious. Yes.
You roll the what?
I need to get my tail back
I
on.
don't think you can.
13.
Everyone costs.
She's like, around here, halflings are pretty odd. We're usually dealing with skeletons, dead people, gargoyles, the sort.
You know, dead things that don't actually live.
Didn't mean to overhear you, but I overheard you, so. Despite how short you are.
As I
When
look
you
at her, I
overheard,
like,
you overheard.
Hey, you pull your jacket over the thing. In the back.
I like being short. It gets me in places I like.
Would you like a job?
I'm gonna take you up on that offer just one day.
Yeah.
will
I'm
this
saying
gain us
you're
favor with you?
rolling it over the. over the
Perhaps we
Oh,
we could use
I thought you were
oddities
supposed to
in
put my
wide
jacket
business.
face. Yes, I am,
What
but not
kind
the
of
whole
jerk?
tail, just the part of the
Obviously, she talks with clientele and maybe gives them entertainment of a type.
What type of
OnlyFans 2.0, here we go.
Roll a charisma check. Well, I'm rolling a charisma check, alright.
Please be a 1. It was a 12.
What kind of entertainment is she providing?
You caught the eye of a kobold in the tavern that seems very interested in your hunky self.
Can I interest you in the Lord? His spirit will fill you completely.
What's the lure, stud? I just want to take you home. I just want to do a rollover. What's the problem here?
I don't feel like you're big enough to give a reach around when I need it. That's the problem.
That's what the tail's for.
Yo. You got what you love. Thick tail.
Speaking of
Breathe.
tails, mine starts to wag a little bit watching this interaction.
Back to you.
He's big. He's small. It shouldn't happen, but it's going to.
Golden roleplay. I love this.
Ma'am.
I apologize.
There's
I
nothing to
unintentionally
You were
made
warned. You were not
characters
prepared.
that always end up being hoes.
Oh,
Yo. High five.
I was about to say, good for Robert.
My friends told me I should just start rolling bards because that's what happens every
oh
time.
man.
Now, you don't want your character to be part of it. You want to just be good at it.
I mean, not to undercut you. I
What's
mean,
this?
again,
In a
the short
minute,
joke. But
going
anyway,
What was that?
you're not gonna find any judgment here. We've been with about everything that there is to be around here.
So you've
So
lived for 1,000 years.
just think about the job. If you enjoy your Hiro exploits, then by all means, that's what you can do. Otherwise, the red sapphire will be waiting.
Hey, you never know. I mean, the king's brother. He might be into short stacks.
I'd be more interested in her than him.
No, I'm saying gaining favor from the king's brother. He might be into short stacks. You never know.
Good idea.
Quit messing with my tail.
Oh my god.
Great illusion.
So at the moment, you guys figured out what you were figuring out at the shop. You guys can reconverge back at the tavern where they're at, or do you guys want to try the branch out
I
on
fed
your
the
own
spider
for what your
lady.
ideas are?
I'll regroup with them.
Like she said, the sewer is probably your best bet illegally, because otherwise you're going to be fighting through hordes of Revolca, and then the brother is kind of shady. So
The sewers smell like
Sounds
shit.
like we need to
The brother is still a
sewers.
man.
Smell like sewers.
yeah,
He makes a point. He makes a point. He said the sewer smells like sewers. I was like, making a good point. Again, I'm not very smart.
But she just got a bath too, so.
So what
I
time
mean,
is
the
this
sewer
tournament?
smells like shit. I don't trust it.
Boost the immune
I would
system.
not trust.
are you already with them at the tavern?
Saying we're heading back to the tavern.
Okay.
I would
Well,
just
you say what time is the tournament as you're passing the one that's within the wall, and he's like, "It'll be promptly, like real soon. You just got to figure out when you're going. Can you hear me from this side of the wall?
Yeah, we hear you.
Good deal.
Do we gotta sign up for it? Is there like an entry fee or how does that
Just
Do I gotta show them how hard I can punch them? You're not willing to sponsor me.
They sitting right next to him, wondering the same thing.
There is a sign up at the gate. You'll find weird bug lady just awaiting people. It's kind of more toward the palace where the arena would be.
Honestly, I'm really surprised the dog hasn't sniffed the gargoyle.
No, we're inside the building. We're outside the building. Don't worry, we'll all buy it soon after. Did I recover the health that I lost from my attachment with the shark dude?
I'll say with eating and stuff, yeah, you've been.
You said
Which
in
you
the,
guys
Takes
already
adventure
done.
outside.
you said a group of 3 is the tournament, right?
What?
The tournament is in a group of 3.
The tournament would be split into groups of 3.
Takes a little adventure
Look at the
outside, sees a
dragonborn.
gargoyle's ass and tries to hump it.
It would be the 3rd of the group to try to get.
Hey,
So you guys are gonna
That's
split there,
fair.
split
There
there.
we go up front.
I mean, did we not have a free ride?
I mean, we're not.
The DM, he
Are
is.
all of us females?
Yes.
Those
Idea.
male,
Currently, the
male,
wolf is trying to
genderless,
hump the gargoyle.
There it is.
Warforged.
Durgar.
Okay, since they're discussing
Saying
the
how this
tournament,
Rock,
I
metal,
pulled them
not.
aside and I'm like,
Wait,
Look.
Durgar, that is metal, right?
there's a guy
That's a dark elf.
that we
Dark
could
elf.
potentially
Dark deep
help
now.
our friends
Yeah.
by getting into the palace
Okay.
by
Dwarf.
potentially hooking up with him. Are you in?
Oh, no.
I am humping a gargoyle's leg. What do you
But you
think?
could
Oh God! What is that? Ah! Ah! I never had carpal tunnel on the leg before. I'm used to being made of stone. I did not consider. What? Somebody get this
Right on
thing.
the wall.
Why is it wet? Brother! Ah!
I wish I had a kid.
Stop it, brother! You're ruining my clientele. Just stay there and be a trophy piece, like I said. Fine. I just help.
Gets hit with a spray bottle and fucking runs.
Whoever did that, thank you. Would you be surprised if I said it wasn't the first time?
Comes back to listen about somebody else to hump.
Oh God.
The local
Oh, no.
Honestly, I'm surprised he
Hey,
hasn't.
hey.
I'm surprised he hasn't offered your services to somebody else.
That'd be weird to watch. Listen, totally have his
Legs.
Somehow
Wait,
finds a stick
what's that
and
feel?
going in circles.
Oh! Halfway there, baby.
I've never roared before. Oh.
I'm
Oh,
staring at you.
He looks so disappointed.
man. What?
Who?
This is how D&D goes. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
It's sitting there wagging my tail with some randomized stick in my mouth.
The centaur walks by. Hello.
Oh, Lord.
At the same time, he's just like,
All right.
"Sup?"
So you guys converge
That's
in the
angry.
tavern at the moment. You're talking about the idea of maybe exploiting the brother.
So this hyper valiant thing. Punch things for a living.
I got a cannon.
So this
I'll
hyper
help you
valiant
exploit a
thing.
brother.
Punch things.
I
Punch things. All
Sorry,
right,
lady.
you guys get sobered up or
I
drunk,
don't think I have.
and we're gonna go
parts
punch
for
things for a
that.
living.
I would say at this point I'd make my way to go sign us up.
All right.
What if I offer you potentially eating him?
Wait, the spider?
One of the vampires talks to you. She basically is like, I've met Ekov. He's an okay sort. He's a bit shady. He'll take a little bit of your soul as you go about. However, seeing him right now will be a little bit of a problem. You'd be better off attending the tournament beforehand.
Yeah, I think if he tries to
I'm
take
not
it
good
in
at
my
punching
soul,
shit.
he'll die
Me.
or wish he were dead.
Sits there with a stick in my mouth with a giant ass grin.
There's also the fact that there's 2 teams entering. That gives you better chance to find victory.
So when we get to the end, which one of us is gonna throw for the other team to win?
Their team.
Our team.
I have a stick. I'm a wolf. Throw it, and I'll be right off out of the ring.
I want you to find the duck. Damn it! Find the duck.
Oh, look at that! Oh, was I not supposed to bite its neck?
Oh, find the duck
Was I
before
not
you
supposed
move
to kill it?
up. All right. So before you enter the tournament, you guys got to figure out something.
So our
Each
basically all of
team
us
must have a king position, who's basically the leader. They're basically the runner and the holder of the favor. So you have to be the one to grab the favor from the top of the mountain.
Run, you say?
I would put him as the puncher.
The knight position,
I-
which basically
I'm-
protects the runner,
I'm a wolf. I can
You're
run like
right.
hell.
You run.
40 foot
and
speed.
they work as the tether between the goalpost and the mountain itself. And then your last is your guard position, which basically protects home or protects the best way to get.
So you have to have a top, a middle, and a ground.
Okay, so
Someone running
you can be the
interference, someone
guard.
running
I'll be the one
someone-
running.
I have
Well,
45
you're
You're on
percent.
our team.
You 3 are a team, and us 3 are a team.
Oh,
Runner, guard,
So you're runner.
base. The only
you eat people.
I have a 25 movement.
Dude,
speed.
I think
Well,
people
I was
would be
gonna
more
say,
intimidated
you have the
of
ability
you
to carry the
at
flag
the
and shoot at
at
things
the
still.
big ass mountain.
Like I
So
said, there's also going to be items
Um,
sprinkled.
I'll
in.
get you
guard.
started.
the other thing
You're-
Is the
is
you're
flag
guard,
a literal
I'm running.
flag? Like you have
You're-
to have
you're-
it in your hands, use
the
it?
tether between.
No, it's just a banner.
Just start.
So you can throw
You
it
just
off.
have
I'm not gonna light it on fire.
So you
that's-
can stay at the bottom and defend home. I think
Yeah,
you can
you're
match
right,
aside
you
with
say
the runner
it's
to keep the runner
or
safe.
on
Or are you going to be the runner to get the flag?
Down, head. Let's go.
The other thing,
Basically,
Alright,
it's,
I'll run. I'll
Is
just
this
use my
canon?
So,
Okay, are you
what
coming
can
with
you
me
do
to the
in
top of the
combat?
mountain,
Wait a minute.
or are you
forceful, so
staying down there?
knocking
Hey.
back 10 feet.
does his cannon have to be next to him when he casts?
I need to be guarded
It has
because
to
I'm
be
grabbing
within
a
like
flag.
what, 60 feet?
How big is the
I'm
I
not
have
good at
45.
fighting.
I can run it.
People can
Okay.
literally kick me
I have 45
big
movement speed. I can run it.
it's
and
about
meet me
I'll
across
place my
the
king
yard.
like halfway.
What-
in.
What do you
From
from top to
combat.
one?
Well, if we have to keep them off.
Point
the
a bow and arrow at you.
well, every time you
With a
climb a
stick.
step, it's going to be about 10 feet. So
So your
I'll
whole
go
stick
get
is
it.
staying
I'm
outside
saying
from the top of the
Maybe
hill to the base.
Throw the lightning bolts at you.
Who doesn't have a pencil?
basically, you got 40 feet of movement.
What?
What's his class?
So
I'm a
you're pretty
druid.
much saying that
Hmm.
I can run up and grab it.
I was meant to
But-
be a healer.
Before
I think I'm saying we can keep
All right, this is going to be kind of hard to set down if everybody can give me a little bit of space.
She can come with me since I'm running, and she has more long distance,
Yeah.
so she can stop those
She can
who
get
get
her-
past me.
Who needs a pencil?
Yeah, she can either be the runner or the tether in between this more range to actually do things with.
go.
So if you want, you can just come with me up the mountain.
So we got a little bit of time before this tournament starts, right?
A little bit.
Alright.
We figured out who our team is.
Yeah, we're good. So that means I'm keeping home our goalpost
That
safe.
moment
I need to
Stop
look
them
something
from
up.
running
You
up the
make the
fucking
dice
mountain.
think you're stupid and think you rolled a 9.
Okay, so these are the
I
conditions
really
of
wish I had the
victory.
sentinel feet. That would make it so much easier.
Conditions of
Just eat
victory. A team's king must be the
I've
one to
tried
retrieve
that.
the banner at the top of the
was
mountain.
not pleased.
Yeah.
So you can pass it off at that point, but you have to be the one to be
Only
up
you
there.
can touch it.
You can touch it first. The banner must then be delivered to the team's goalpost while the king stays at the top of the mountain. So you have to stay up there as you pass it on.
So you go up there,
I go up there
you
and
hand
throw
it
it
to
to you.
me, and I go defense.
Let's see
I
here.
run up. Well, if
Is
you
this
want, you
supposed to
can
be
be the
outside?
runner since you have to stay up top, and I
A
can.
little
Yeah.
bit, yeah. A team must score twice for
So basically,
victory.
you'll be the first to
Does
touch
it
it, and then
automatically
I'll
go
be
back
running
up
back down
next door?
because I can actually fight.
There will be another favor after.
I'm
the
pretty
first time.
strong.
If a king is removed, a knight succeeds to that position.
So he falls off, I have to go up there.
You have to have 2 members to score it all. Otherwise, you're basically playing literal king of the mountain, getting everybody else pushed off in order to achieve victory. But if anybody else scores twice before then, they achieve victory. Now it's 6 teams of 3. You got to remember that as well. So what are you doing in your meantime, Vince?
Hold on.
And all of this is walkable space.
Yes.
Okay.
But everything going up
Is
Is-
one square.
10 feet, 20 feet. So every time you're going up so high. So this right here is about a 30-foot climb.
Yeah, but monk.
I know.
Walk.
I know you have ways to get up there. That's why there's a person that is the runner.
The little spider.
Exactly.
Oh,
I'm not gonna get up there and be like, hey, there's a spider here. Wait, spider is right.
Well, that's not what
We might be different teams, but we're on the same side.
Hey, monks can jump.
Punch.
But this giant middleman has another way up.
Well, I'm a wolf, so
Oh, that's
I've
right.
got
That's right.
claws and some nice little jumping power.
What's your fly speed?
I think it's only like 20 or 30.
I don't think I would be the best idea to be put on top of the mountain.
Yeah, no.
Because they're gonna yeet
I'll be
me
the
off.
I'll be the
Top.
I'll be the one to
Did you-
retrieve.
I'm thinking
Did
that
you
she's
see
the
that?
in-between person. So
Yeah.
she has the ability to
The
run away.
ranger
She
or
would keep
your
running
druid?
away.
I'm a halfling druid.
You'd be better
Do
off
you have
with
the
the
ground
knight.
spike spell? It's a spell that you share with rangers. I know that. It's a 30-foot vicinity. You put spikes on the ground, and everybody that passes through takes 1d8 for every spot they cover.
Ensnaring
Yeah,
strength.
you'll be the tether. I'll be the
Spike
the
growth.
king.
You do have it. It's that middle second,
And you can cast that multiple
You just-
times.
and you can, and then people can't walk in that area.
They can. They're
They
gonna hurt
can, but
themselves
it's gonna
doing it.
hurt. And it's difficult
Yeah,
terrain, so then
you'll be the
movement has
tether.
to be.
I'll be the king.
But you
He'll
use
be
that on
the
me.
guard.
Why would I use it on our team?
Now, although you can push people off the sides, you can't aim to kill them. Basically, if you knock anything to zero, it's assumed that they're unconscious.
Yeah.
Unless you want to kill them, and if you do, you disqualify yourself. So
Well, I just punch things anyway, so I mean,
you never know how hard you're gonna put
I
somebody.
knocked them
I've got
to zero.
short swords. I know how
I
hard
knocked
it
them to
is.
zero. The fact they were set on fire killed them. That was not my fault.
Exactly.
All
Did
the
you
stuff
set them
I
on
want to
fire?
make you
I did not.
takes time to attune
My
to it.
weapons did.
How much time?
But yeah, I am better at the
Like a
climbing,
long
so
rest.
I will king it.
If you guys
I
want
don't need
to,
to make
well,
one check.
no,
I was
because
about to say, how much time do we have before the tournament actually starts?
They said it was soon, so I'll go ahead and give you
Wait,
guys
then?
till tomorrow.
So, question:
Yes.
And you go try to
the
scrap
My-
it.
person
my
at the
idea
start,
was
do
is
they
making
do
a prosthetic
anything
limb and
besides
giving
just
it a
stand
gun.
In the goalpost?
No,
Yeah.
You both have the
You-
same AC.
I'm not missing a
You
limb.
usually have the same.
No, but I can
Essentially,
manage your
you're
fucking
basically
back.
just making sure
I
you're
have wings
securing
back
your
there.
points,
Well,
and you're trying to prevent other people from hitting theirs. Because each team is set up.
It's
On one of the
Quidditch.
crescent
We're playing
lines.
Quidditch.
Each team is set up on one point of the crescent. So there's going to be one person that has the bridge over here. There's going to be one person toward the end bridge over there, and then there's one person over there. And
then
if
capture the
another
flag.
team, if another team ends up scoring, you can try to prevent them from scoring by pushing them off from that point.
Yes.
So I'm wondering, would I be better over here?
You're almost a glorified goalie.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Stopping other teams from scoring. Yeah, that would work. King gets up there, get the point, toss it to the knight. Knight gets it to the goal.
Now, as a druid, is there any wild shapes you typically take, or that you have taken?
Honey badger. Honey badger don't give no fucks.
I don't know because I don't.
That's fine. If you don't,
That's my spells. I
That's
don't.
It should be an ability.
yeah, it's an ability basically. Essentially, I was just wondering if there was anything you've done with this druid where you have taken. Okay. Generally, what I'd consider is every druid has a natural shape that they like to take. That's usually pretty easy to shape, like a bear or a tiger or something like that. That's their a honey badger. Okay. So that'll be your start, and then we'll say as you can't have anything that flies yet, but we'll say a
Yeah,
tandem
I'm
stronger
just checking
creature
on
that
our
you have
unborn child.
is
Fair form.
you say bear form.
Oh, for like a bulk strength storm?
Yeah, they're stronger.
Because they're not, I mean, they're strong. They're not like super survivable. They're only at like a CR of 2.
How do you feel about monkeys and apes?
And gorillas.
Not
No,
really.
gorillas are CR6.
Let's do like a panther.
I'm okay with that one. I just don't like monkeys.
Okay.
What?
We're monkeys.
Panther.
We're just don't have a tail. We're hotter. Or hair.
So your two main forms that you usually typically take is the honey badger as a comfort thing, and then the panther is your it's your trump card basically, if you feel like you're in danger. Because that's typically how I like to run druids, because they kind of leave it way too open on what all you can shape into.
What next? Caboose, you gonna call it?
Yeah, they're like, oh, I got this CR, so I can turn into this. It's like, no, you've had to have seen it. You have to know the form.
Great thing about polymorph.
Polymorph. I think you are a dragon with a gigantic head.
Too heavy for your body.
We're both talking about the same scene from Slayers.
I think so.
The motion which the dragon. Fuck!
I got a big head.
Ooh,
I have
arms.
bad perspective.
Oh, yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm looking at the stuff I can make. I'm probably gonna go with the arm blade.
Hey, you're gonna want to buy Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. If you're gonna continue to be an artificer.
Because they got the armor.
Because they added the armor class and they added a bunch of new invocations.
Oh, infusions.
Infusions, yeah. Like a whole page worth.
Fun beans. More homework, Vince.
Well, see, my idea was I was wanting to make him a prosthetic mount to his shoulder, and it has a gun.
There you go.
Also, when the competition ends,
Okay, dwarf predator.
What?
a spell allows me to.
Essentially,
Once I cast this, I choose 3 people. Those 3 people get to add a D4 to every D20 roll they ever make. For the next, until I say so.
I'm sorry, these boots were getting a little bit on the hot side.
Mine are causing me to have blisters on my ankles.
How fun.
Mine have that like
Mine covered the entirety of my lower leg, so yeah, they needed to come off for half a minute. Or longer.
I've worn my boots for like the last 3 years. They're pretty broken in.
I got mine today. And
my
they
moles
literally
fit,
go up to my knee. Oh, nice and tight.
arm blade.
Alright.
That's what I'm going for.
So right now you guys are staying
That could
basically
replace
at
my
the
2 short
tavern.
swords.
I'm assuming.
What do you do?
I'm making an arm blade for him.
Okay, that's what you're doing.
Right, I do 2. I do.
I can only make one infusion.
So tomorrow, when we have 2 days later.
I'll let you infuse about the same time you got done. So you'll have a little bit of time.
Wait.
The tournament will start about
I
noon.
can infuse 4 things in a long rest. So I can do 2 arm blades. I could do 2 arm blades.
Can you amp them up too?
Like,
Can you give them bonuses? Or is it just make the weapons? Because 2 plus 1 arm blades would be great.
actually, I think I can.
What are you doing right now?
I'm pretty much set.
You set? Like, I just want to fight things?
Is that what you're gonna do? Is fly up there? Do you need to be king instead of me?
Back up.
Okay.
Or
Or
I
as the
say,
night if I fall out. You
at
are
the moment, I can just say I sit on your shoulder until you go to fall.
and then make sure you fall.
I mean, you get pushed over, I just poof. There
So
I am.
the way this is also
Right
going to
back.
work is each team moves in tandem at a time, unless you're in combat. Then you get thrown into your own initiative.
Yeah, how it would work in real life.
More or less.
Moving.
Because basically being in a fight is going to slow you down.
It's trapped in my arm.
Use on a simpler martial weapon with the throwing property.
Yeah, so if it's fixed in my arms, it's not.
I have a hand axe.
But if you want to throw your short swords,
Ooh, it makes them +1 short swords.
Yep.
They do have this round property, I think.
I mean, I have that axe that I don't use. First one's thrown? No.
Yeah. Are they not?
No. Is it? Yes. Phone? somewhere. Yes.
He has pockets. I don't. Not in this outfit. I don't.
That hoodie doesn't have pockets?
Hmm?
The hoodie doesn't have pockets?
But he does.
I think the
outfit
next
underneath,
this
no.
fur I do, I'm gonna do a battle snuff because I want that fucking badass dog.
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna go ahead and dislocate one of my ears.
Short sword. Not light. Not strong.
Oh well. So I need
Well,
2 1d6 knives.
Hmm?
Short swords are 1d6 weapon. Daggers are 1d6
I'm
as well.
just gonna go.
Daggers do have to
Same
run properly.
profile.
See,
Yeah,
I
they're
thought-
D4.
Are they d4?
Yeah.
I thought everything was. No weapons were below d6 in 5th edition.
No,
I
daggers.
thought
That would be
boots of
funny.
kind would have increased your speed.
I feel something warm and wet on my leg.
No, that's for sneak.
I don't think this is good.
Smoke with a mana ray. Those are good.
You were just
I
marking
can
your
only do
territory.
these items so far because all these have to be in
Water weapon. 1 sheet.
Yeah. Oh, you're digging up for colors.
Yeah.
Club, dagger,
Tap of water.
Light
You
hammer.
fall into the water, you have to. So
Sickle.
you drown.
goggles, darts, or just straight up your voice. And a weapon.
Magic to
That works. Okay, so that's
What?
All weapons use a D4 for damage.
The
Club.
Yeah.
Dagger.
magic.
Does it?
Light hammer. Sickle. A dart. A sling.
Yeah, those are all D4.
And a whip.
I'm not using my darts.
A blowgun does 1 damage.
But you can poison the darts.
So glad I remember things. Hey Corbin, where do you put the keys? I don't know. What's the damage of a short sword? D6 slashing, light, finesse. Like, but where are the keys? I don't. On planet Earth.
What are keys? Right? I haven't had my car keys for the last week and a half. I have no idea where they're at. I have my backup. My diva key.
That's it. These are
So you don't want me to do the arm blades?
dental or
Doesn't matter.
I mean, they're still magically tuned to you. You can't lose them.
I mean, I've got the gloves.
Punch, arm blade.
Extra thick Assassin's Creed. Well, he's dead. That's for sure.
Did it mass affected?
Well, that's what the gauntlets of Flaming Fury are for.
Yeah.
Extra burning damage.
for warm. My hands are cold.
Yeah, it feels good, especially with my tattoo written.
Get a new tattoo.
Yeah.
And
If
the
you get a
person
tattoo, don't go to Squid Ink.
Do what?
Don't go to Squid Ink.
I could have fucking told you that.
Well, we did know that.
Go to True Custom Collectives on.
That's what one of my coworkers told me.
Yeah, that's what Space Cadet said.
Because the person who did mine at Squid Ink is very heavy-handed, claimed to be light-handed,
Mm-hmm.
and it is peeling the top layer of my skin.
Well, I mean,
Depending on how much
tattoos
shading
are
you have, that's gonna happen.
Eeks.
Yeah.
peeling can happen with
Eeks.
any.
But
Any
the thing that really kind of
It's a
concerned me
Bubbling
is
the problem.
with within the first few hours of me having it, there was a bubble of ink in the bottom of my second skin,
What?
and it busted and leaked down my back while I was getting ready for a funeral. Yeah, I'm like, seriously, I don't think that's supposed to come with a sign of tattoo.
No, that might be a sign of infection. You might
Yeah,
need
that
to
sounds
get
like
that
an
shit checked
infection.
out.
But that was the thing. That this was maybe a few hours after getting it.
Or an allergic reaction to the ink.
Yeah.
Well, it was just the ink that was pouring out of the skin. It wasn't red. It wasn't
No
nothing.
blood.
Her body
just
might have
awesome.
been
It just
rejecting
makes
it.
sense.
That happens sometimes too.
See, when I got that one, we tried 2 different inks, and my skin wouldn't take it, so we had to use tribal ink. Yeah,
Fucking heavy shit.
yeah. That's why that one looks like shit.
It doesn't look like shit.
Well, the one on my back
I've seen
definitely looks worse.
My friend Corey
I don't have that
wants to
So,
be a
you should
tattoo
get one.
artist,
I
and he's not good at it.
Oh, no.
I want to get my chocobo.
Oh, chocobo. Fuck yeah.
I've got me and my Asian friend were supposed to get paired tattoos. Me and my Asian friend, my wife, and our other friend. We were gonna get a team of 4.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
What?
So you can
We
get
were-
your hand inside of
We play Final Fantasy together a lot, and we have the same team set up. And
Yeah.
each one of us views us as one of the people of the team, so we were all going to get our team character tattooed.
Oh,
So we'd all have paired tattoos.
there you go. I'm guessing 14.
14 what?
That's what game you guys
Yeah.
play together.
The Chocobo Adventure one.
Oh, okay.
So we were going to get Chocobo tattoos.
Very nice.
Everyone's
I thought that was
standing all of a sudden. What the hell are we doing?
Yeah, I'm
So we
like
just
just-
either call lunch or set this up for battle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was just getting too off topic, so I'm like, I just need to stand up.
get up and move.
Did you want the arm blades? We can do that.
I feel like it is a good
I'll
time
say
to
my
go
short
run
ones.
some food
Yeah, before we start.
before it gets
This
too
is
crazy.
going to be very involved.
So do we want to put our minis where we're gonna start the combat so we don't lose our minis?
No.
He
Yeah,
has them all
roll.
lined up right here for the team.
At least
so-
for our teams.
Yeah, both you roll d6. We're one team member each.
I got a 2.
I got a 1.
D6.
6.
It's just our starting position.
Gotcha.
You got a 1, 2, and a 4.
You're standing on the corner over there.
Need to roll?
Wait,
No,
You're rolling
it's
for-
your
you're
whole team.
pulling for the team.
Gotcha.
So 17. So you guys are on the edge over here. Start now.
Normal.
What?
You're with the rest of your team.
Yeah, you're still with the rest
Oh,
of the team.
okay.
So you got one guy running up to up here.
Yo.
Back.
One team starts on the top.
One team starts.
Oh,
So you gotta fight your way up.
we got a fight up there, and then there's already a fight with.
See how many?
Is that a mute?
So what?
It looks like a mute.
Kind of does, doesn't it?
What, 20, 25
It's
feet
the
up there?
pink team.
What's up, my damn? You're
I'm
blasted.
almost tempted to go in without my shoes.
Not right.
5 foot.
I think we're just driving up.
Set it right in the center.
That's the place to go right now.
People up the ledge. That 30-foot fall.
What are we doing for food?
I was thinking the
Well, I mean, you just
Subway
knock him off
place
to
at
this
Bronx.
next base.
No,
The gas station Subway.
Yeah, but I mean, no, knock him
Yeah,
back
I'm not
5
taking my
feet.
boots with me. I've been in it
Before
before.
not
They know
straight
me.
drop.
they don't know me by name, but they know me in
This is a straight drop.
Honey,
This is a 30-foot fall.
Oh, is it?
there's
Yeah.
a certain person right
You
in
need
the
to
Ten.
center
square is 10 feet.
because of
Yeah.
the big
10,
line.
20, that's all the way up to 50.
Gotcha.
But going downwards, that's
Shoes won't be able
one
to
square.
Flying. Going down, that's jumping like fucking monk walk down.
So are you that type of monk when you hit a high level that you can just teleport, punch a dragon in the face and kill it?
Well, when you say punch a dragon in the face, you mean kill it?
I mean, like, oh, you're 60 feet in the air.
Yeah, I'm that dragon.
By the way, that fully coolly part 1 is very weird.
See,
You wanna go ahead and pause that, Vince?
He's been to himself.
Throw a race up.